Hey there, powerful ladies. So, this is hopefully going to be a short video and hopefully simply explained well enough to help you understand some of these new terminologies in phase five. So, first and foremost, welcome to phase five. And this is where we start to get more and more in tune with that mind muscle connection that we've always been talking about. So, I'm using A5 right now to give you an example. So first and foremost, you'll see this 20% of your 12 rep max, and then 6%, 6 reps, 56%. So these are just ballpark numbers. What this is meant to do is to help you warm up. So we start to get more and more strength focused as we move forward. So to build strength, you need to really start to tap into that mind muscle connection and focus on quality reps, and tempo becomes more important. So before you do your first exercise of the day, you'll always see this new warm-up set here. And what you're going to do is take your 12 rep max. So whatever your absolute maximum 12 reps is for, in this example, the sumo deadlift, you're going to take that number. So let's just say it's 100 kgs for simple math. That means for your very first set, you're going to do roughly 20 to 30 kgs, and you're going to do that for 12 reps. Then you'll rest 60 seconds. Then you'll use that same 100 kg 12 rep max. And now you're going to do 50 to 60 kgs. And you're going to do 6 reps and then rest. Then you're going to go to the full 100, because this is your actual maximum for that rep range. And you're only going to do 3 reps. So that now has you set up and your muscles primed to work in this range here. Now, the most important is this tempo part. So, put it simply, this just basically means I want you to focus on the time under tension, the amount of time you're actually moving the weight up and down and not resting in any one position. So, these 4 numbers represent the different parts of the lift. So, in the sumo deadlift, the weight starts on the floor. So the first number that you see here, the first 2 numbers, let's just say, if you were breaking it in half, represent the lowering phase of the lift. So, for example, if this was actually bench press, that would be taking it off the rack and bringing it towards your chest. That's the lowering phase. Since this is a sumo deadlift, the lowering phase would be when the first set, you've actually picked it up and now you're holding it at your waist, and then you begin to lower it down to the ground before you start the next rep. So what this means, these are meant to be seconds. Now, I don't want you to actually really focus too much on trying to count, but what you'll find is that if you add these first 2 numbers up, they're more than the next 2 numbers. So that basically means I want you to spend more time in the lowering phase than in the pulling phase. That's all you really got to focus on. But if you want to understand these numbers in the way that they're meant to be, this would be 2 seconds of lowering the bar from your waist to the floor, or wherever you're holding it in the full locked out position where you're fully extended and holding the weight. Take 2 seconds to lower it to the floor. Then this is at the bottom. So this is when it's on the floor for the sumo deadlift. That's going to sit there for 1 second. Then this next number is going to take you 1 second to pull it off the floor. And then this 0 represents no pause, like don't hold it. So once you fully lock out again, immediately start to lower back down for 2 seconds. So you'll see a lot of these have this 2, 1, 1, 0 tempo. So it just means focus on spending more time lowering the weight. So for the step up, for example, you're on the actual box, and I want you to spend 2 seconds coming down off the box, then only 1 second on the floor, and then take 1 second to step up, and then immediately start to go back down. Barbell glute bridge, again, let's just say you're already in the extended position. You're going to take 2 seconds from your hips up in the air to lower your butt to the floor. Then 1 second at the bottom on the floor, touching the floor, resting basically. And then kind of explosively go up, but still take 1 second. So half as long as you took to lower it. And then don't rest at the top and bring it back down slow again. Right. So the main point again on all these is just to help you understand the mind muscle connection aspects, and just to make it simple, focus on the lowering phase of the lift on everything. So in something like a cable machine where you have face pulls, lowering means basically lowering the weight stack back down. And if you were doing, I don't see it on this one, but say you're doing pull-ups, this would be lowering your body from the top of the bar to a fully extended, like dead hang position. Hope that clarifies all of this and makes this a little more simple with the numbers and stuff in here. But don't overcomplicate it, and just focus on spending more time with lowering phase and make the lowering phase longer than the contracting or lifting phase. That's basically all you really need to do for phase 5. Let me know if you have any questions. Stay powerful.